rain on the other side of the mountain from us. We crest over the top of Ophir Pass. All right, we're getting a little bit of kind of snow, slushy snow, or what do you call this? Popcorn snow right now on the hill. So
Slush.
just adding to the beauty of the whole scene. And it quits. It comes and goes pretty fast. We're going to get into more down here below us on the other side of the mountain. So. But it is beautiful up here for sure. It's actually, the thermometer says it's 53 out, which I believe we were out at the top walking around and it wasn't bad at all. Well, all right, guys, we have made it to the bottom of the far side of the Ophir Pass Road. We're just turning around to get on the $1 Million Highway. Heading, let's see, this will be north towards Uray. If we went back behind us the other way, about 20 miles back, I think it's Silverton. And so we're coming up in 5 miles up here, we come to Red Mountain Pass, which is one of the highest passes, maybe the highest pass on this particular highway, the highest paved one. Anyway, we're just going to keep on and keep checking out the scenery as we go. It's been very pretty so far. A little bit of rain here and there, but not bad. Alright guys, we're going on to County Road number 31 right here. We believe this takes us over to a place called Yankee Girl Mine. Getting off of the $1 Million Highway here. We've been out here before. When I say I think it's Yankee Girl Mine, that's what I think the name of this mine is. I know there's a mine on this road, and I believe it's called Yankee Girl. So we are cruising out here, and we'll see what we run into. Hopefully not too much traffic, because this road's a little narrow. I know there's at least one other vehicle out here, because we could see them from up above. So as we get further in, where there's a little more scenery, we'll turn the video back on. All right, well, we're coming up to the mine, whatever its name is. Have been lucky so far and haven't met anybody coming down. I just passed one. He let me go by as we were going up. I think we're gonna go ahead around to the right. We can go up that other road on the way down if we want to. It is beautiful over here. The valley down below us is just absolutely loaded with color right now in the trees. Pretty little stand of aspens right here on the side of the road. We have arrived at the main part of the mine. This is called a head frame, and this would have been where they were lowering and raising ore cars and miners and everything else down into the mine. So we're gonna find a way to park up here, since these people have sort of blocked the entire road. around them. Maybe they'll get the hint that they should back up in here too and get out of the road. I doubt it though. Okay, we're here and we're gonna get out, take some regular pictures and look around a bit. Well, we're taking another little side road here. We just sort of wandering about. The last time we were up here, we were in our Jeep, and it's been several years ago. And so I don't remember where all these roads go. But they're not in bad shape. There's plenty of room, and not worried if we run into somebody. We can find a spot to pass. I might have to back up a little ways, but it won't be too bad. There's some stuff down below us. This could be tricky to pass right here, but at least the road's good. It's not all beat up and rutted out or anything. So we're going to stop right here. There's a really pretty scene out in front of us. We'll stop and take pictures. There's a little waterfall right there on the right, going through the road. Okay, well, we stopped here. We got out a little bit. We're just taking in this amazing scenery up here. We have verified that this is the Yankee Girl mine, part of it. There was a sign on the head frame earlier on. And so it's a pretty popular spot. There's been a lot of people up here. It's a beautiful time of the year, very popular. So we got this thing going on here that's going under the road. Little waterway, little runoff. A lot of natural springs up here. That comes out down below. Pretty amazing to think of when this was a mining camp, when the mine was in operation back at the turn of the century. 1899, 1900, up in there. It's tough enough getting up in this country with modern vehicles and equipment. It would have really been something back then. One last little section we're going to go up to here at this mine, take a few more pictures. There was one other vehicle up here a few minutes ago. Yeah, it's still there. I don't know where the people are, but it is a beautiful place. Keep our little doggy out of that nasty mud. We'll have mud everywhere. Well, we're almost into the little town called Ouray. We're just, we would be, I guess, south and east of there. Just came down the Red Mountain Highway. And we're, I don't know, a couple of miles outside of Ouray, but that was just a cool little tunnel there I wanted to put on the camera. Got some slow traffic up here ahead of us. A couple of people that are a little bit skittish on this road, which I guess if you're not used to this kind of driving, it could make you nervous. All right, now we're actually coming into the town of Ouray. They have a lot of hot springs up here. There's a big, like the public, almost like a public pool, only it's all hot springs. There's several hotels that have their pools are fed by hot springs. It's a cool little town. There's a lot of nice little restaurants and bars, cool little hotels. It's a neat little place to go when you're traveling through Colorado, and there's a lot to do around this area. Jeeping, rock climbing, just hiking. There's the road called Ophir Pass that goes over the mountain from here down into Telluride, or you can drive down the highway around through Ridgeway, and that goes over into Telluride. There's it's a neat little area, neat location. You got to be dedicated if you're going to live here in the wintertime, because they get a lot of snow. But it's a cool little town, very popular little tourist place. Well, we're at the intersection on Highway 145 where you would turn to go into Telluride. We're not going to go into Telluride. We're going to go towards Mountain Village, which goes down back towards the little town of Ophir, and then Rico, and then back down to where our little camp is on the river, down by Dolores. So it's been a very nice trip so far. Got a lot of good pictures. It's been very pretty. Very enjoyable time up here in Colorado. We're driving into a pretty little sun shower right here. The sun is out shining and it's raining pretty good in this spot right up ahead of us. And all of a sudden everything's wet. Weather for you can change in a heartbeat. At least it's not snowing. This hill right here that we're on would be a booger in the snow. And just like that, the rain has quit. Mostly quit. We're about 10 miles or so outside of Rico. Still on our way back down towards Dolores. We're driving down through the Dolores River Canyon. Dolores River's down on the left. You can't see it from up here on the road, but this is always a really pretty drive down through here. Have to be paying attention, watch for animals in the road. Deer and things will jump out when you least expect it, especially after it gets dark. Last little bit of fall colors up here on the side of the road. before we get down where it's too low. This is the little town of Rico. Just coming into town, and it's going to take us about 3 minutes to go through town. Maybe not even that long. It's a tiny little place. It's a cool little town, though. It's a neat little, kind of just a bedroom community, I guess. People live up here, but I don't know what they would do for work if you didn't work right here in town. They have a liquor store, a couple of restaurants, I guess a little grocery store somewhere. And for such a tiny little town, they have the best fireworks show for Independence Day. And whenever we're up here for the 4th of July in the summer, we come up to Rico to watch the fireworks, and it's amazing. It's just non-stop for about 20 or 30 minutes. For such a small place. They go around, everybody will be parked on the side of the highway and parked up the canyons and all over the place. The fire department goes around, and they have it, it's called fill the boot. And they're just walking around with a fire boot, and everybody just puts in a little bit of money, and they'll use that for next year. And that was Rico. We're done. We're through it. That's it. Memorial Rock. So Memorial Rock is here on our left. That thing slid down the mountain from up above us on the right a few years ago, all the way down from the top, took out a big chunk of the road, and then came to rest right there in that field. There were some people up here that heard it when it happened, said it sounded like there was an airliner crashing on the mountain. We're just about to the turnoff that goes into where our camp is. A little loop road in here. There's a bunch of gravel pit. Used to be a gravel pit, and now they're ponds. And they stock the ponds with trout, and people go fishing in there. It's a pretty popular spot. Up on me here at about 500 miles an hour. Grief. Construction company, no less. Yeah, about a mile down the road here, we've got a little place right down on the river. My mom and dad's place. We've been coming up here for years and years, since I was just a little kid. They're both teachers, and we spent all of our summers up here getting out of the Arizona heat. But anyway, that about wraps it up for this adventure looking for fall colors and going over Ophir Pass. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you later.